Everyone, welcome back to Evony with Genghis. That's right, we are in the puzzles today because there's some new prizes. And I actually think some are kind of, what's going on here? Some are maybe worth it. You can get T1 troops. Oh, and I'm struggling. This is on replay, anyways, as I filmed it, but you guys can struggle with me and watch. Uh, wow, I'm really bad at this. Anyway, not just bad at the puzzles, I'm bad at playing pre-recorded videos and talking over them. But I do solve it this time, and I do have something else to talk about other than the puzzles. My problem with the puzzles is I just want to do it really fast, but they're really easy if you do them slow. But I do have something else to talk about, a mess up in the All-Star standing. So here you can see right there, T1 troops. So you get 1,000 every single one you do. And I guess for some, when you're starting out, you're bored, you don't have rallies, it is something to do to get some troops. I understand. I've been there before where I'm poor, and that's it. Anyways, let's look at the so right here we have a teammate here, Sla Aldin. He's upset with me because I want. So we have our sub event right here. Before I get into what I wanted to talk about, so these events we fight. They used to not fight for them on server, and now I made a rule that we're gonna fight for Japan and Russians. Everything else can stay the same. And their rationale was, so if I spend this money and win it, like you're gonna steal it from me. This demotivates me from spending. And I said, okay, but realistically, like someone could spend $10,000, have 85% of the clues, and not win it, and then we're supposed to respect the person with one vote who spent zero money who wins the gold Japan? Like, no. And Evany opens up. I'm just gonna tell him yes. Yes, I will kill someone who is 500 million in power to take a gold Japan and give it to a teammate. Like, I'm sorry, if you're not in my alliance, you're not on my team. That's just how it goes. Because if you're not, you're stealing monsters from me all day. You're making me compete for other events and taking things from me. That's just how I see it. I think a server should have one strong, united alliance. And I don't kill all week, like we have a nap, but Evany has this sub event where there's 10 minutes that you have to capture it. And our server's really, really bad at PvP. Really bad. Like, we lose every SVS. We lose every battlefield. And I think this will help build skills on the server as well. Like, if you win the sub, you have an inherent advantage where you get the head start. You can go with an alt, you can practice ghosting, you can hide, you can change your name, or you can be in a strong alliance and get reinforcements and capture it. So there's lots of different strategies you can use, but it'll make people think. It'll also make them play with their heart rate up, right? Like, these are things you have to do in PvP and plan ahead of time. So anyways, so I think that's a good thing, and some people don't agree with me that we should have this. But also, I also said that during KE, we can now take subs from each other. Apparently, you weren't allowed to do this before. I don't understand this rationale that someone, like, we have all these gold Russian and Japans on like 50 to 200 million power players. And like, I don't understand the rationale that you win a sub once by luck, you stop coining, you stop playing, and you own the sub for life. Like, no, like, if the same rationale, like, oh, you should care about your server mates and let them keep their winnings. Okay, but they should care about you and play. So I should care about the people who are active, is my thought. Like, I don't think anyone good's actually ever going to get attacked in this thing. Because if you are good, you're going to figure out a way to do it. Or you could trade. You can make a deal with people, right? So anyways, what I want to talk about was all-star rankings. So Evany now added a fifth continent, and it's playing havoc with the rankings. So apparently on C4, the teams that used to be C3 that are now on C4 are not in the rankings. So the engine of the game must be still, like, I guess, calculating those players as if they're on a different continent, but not inputting them on the new continent. So if this is happening to you, contact Evony, let customer service support know. I'm sure they'll fix it. So if we look here, 762 to 796 are supposed to be the numbers that are involved here. So we will not see anyone under 796. So there's a 797 and 798. And going all the way down, we should not see any 700s that are ranked here. So there's a 798. And the people have told me that there's one of the Alliance in particular that is top 25 in scores for C4, the Alliance scoring total, and they're not in any of the rankings. So we're still looking, and there are none. I have looked at some of the other continents. I looked at Continent 1 because I know that one well. And Battle Fury, who just moved up from C2 to C1, he is listed in the rankings. So maybe this is just in the C4, C5 area because they actually added a new continent. So maybe that's the issue. So if we look up at C1 here, you will see GOT and Battle Fury in, I think I looked and he was in 15th place. So oh wow, this takes so long to scroll. So let's take a look here, and yeah, so he is in 15th place. So it's not, doesn't appear to be a problem in C1, but apparently C4 is having an issue. So if you're one of those people, let customer service know, and the sooner you let them know, the better. So anyways, this is Genghis. A couple of random thoughts in the video, I guess. Didn't really mean to do that. That was impromptu. Just had a question in the chat, and you guys were involved there. But get your T1 troops playing the puzzles. Thinking of that, what a neat way for Evony just to rope people in, eh? So people go play these puzzles, and then they win these troops, and they're like, well, I guess I got to do something with my troops. I might as well spend $25,000 an event. Anyways, Genghis, like, subscribe, leave a comment.